Hello and welcome, Exiles, to the day one update to the Poison Concoction Elementalist bouncing build. We are level 84. We played roughly about 9 hours and 40 minutes. Last night we got our 2-stone completed at around 9:21. I've had some AFK time / trading with Faustus time in between when we finished the 2-stone and 75 Atlas progression. I gotta be honest, this character has been very smooth. I have had basically no hiccups at any point. Every single map, I never had to reroll. Turns out when you have decent regen, good leech, and recover on hit with instant leech, and you're doing chaos damage where you don't die to reflect, and it doesn't really matter if you have your flash charges or not, you can just basically run every map mod and it's fine, which was really nice. I didn't have to reroll any of my currency. Every single map that I got in the red tier, I vowed and ran them. We had a few deaths. How many did we have? We had 21 deaths running just like hardest map mods we could, or just whatever we rolled. I ran a few maps with like 200% gain and stuff like that, and the character performed quite well. Most of our deaths, and I say most, I actually, there's 3 ways we died on this character. Number 1 was in the campaign. I got Valor F early on, and if you know me in Valor F, I tend to click that button right when I'm about to take damage, which is how you suicide your character. Probably died 5 to 8 times in the campaign due to Valor F, not really sure. Then the other way we died is Rogue Exiles in a dangerous map. Those, or not Rogue Exiles, sorry, Mercenaries in a dangerous map. Pretty much every mercenary we came across, we did the fight or take currency option, and some of them can hit pretty hard, and I was maybe a little bit too cocky about it and face tanked quite a few. So that was probably 10 of our deaths was these dudes. And the other 5 is I decided to league start doing expedition. So I grabbed all the expedition nodes, I grabbed the big bomb, and I just placed the bomb down and I detonated, and I don't read the mods because I'm just trying to save time. And a couple of those expeditions, we rolled some really nasty mods, like some big bleeds and stuff, and I think I died maybe a couple times to that. So that's the rundown of how the character went in terms of the progression. As for our gearing, pretty much basically what I had planned in the POB. We got a cheap Dendrobait, we got our Winterweave and Ice Fang with Maw of Conquest combined with Golden Rule wherever I have that socketed, which allows us to have the self-chill. Right now, while our character only has Unbound Ailments, it's like a 15% reverse chill, which 15% action speed still feels very good. It speeds up your walk speed and your attack speed for your shield charge, so it actually makes you feel pretty fast. I want to scale that with getting more basically chill effects, so that's something we're going to work towards. But aside from that, we just have some rares, like this gloves we found off a dude. We found this Parandus belt off a dude. We bought the rings for 1C each. We bought the helmet for 1C. We bought the Dendrobait for, I think, 3C. These boots I bought for 2C, which I think was a decent price. I mean, they're a really good roll, but they're a terrible base, wool boots. And then I bought this shield for about 2C. And then the one big purchase I made is I bought a replica Dragon's Fangs for 2D. Basically all the currency I made as I was going up through the Atlas, I put into this one item. Outside of that, we sniped a couple of rare jewels for I think 3 or 5C. Just some nice 3 to 4 stat jewels. I gotta keep reiterating, buying jewels on League Start, using that weighted sum search, check it out, fish around, look for good jewels. You can get some pretty good deals. But yeah, that's currently the situation. Right now, we're just kind of, this isn't really what I had on the tree, but I decided to end up getting a little bit more dex so I could hit the 300 dex requirement for increased damage with poison from Dendrobait. And right now, we're just trying to get ourselves farmed up a couple clusters. Excuse me. Maybe get a 5-link or a 6-link chest piece, get the damage up a little bit, and then we're going to start putting together some energy shield gear pieces to swap to a CI variation of the build. Another thing I will say is for my Uber Lab, I went with Bastion of Elements. Right now, this is what we're going to start out with. Eventually, we're going to swap to Shaper of Winners when we start getting a higher and higher chill effect. But until we start getting the higher chill effect to appreciate the higher maximum chill that's possible, we're going to stick with Bastion of Elements. This actually feels really, really good. I was able to completely face tank like my Exarch and my Eater, like my quest versions of those. We have like Lucky Suppress, about 90% effective Lucky Suppress. We have decent evasion. And then that Bastion of Elements plus making the enemy convert their fizz to fire. This is really a nice combination because an enemy has almost half their damage converted, and then when they hit you, a large portion of that physical hit gets absorbed by the Aegis. It actually feels really good. Eventually, we'll add a Calm's Binding onto our dudes like that are going with us. Right now, I haven't played around with messing with their inventories at all, adding in special items, but we'll probably do that today. And then tomorrow's update will include, hey, this is what you should put on your rogue to support you, and I'm going to try to test out different ones and see which one feels the best. But yeah, that's the current situation. Let's go ahead and showcase. I have a Kirik mission here. We can do Flooded Mine, gain is extra, vulnerability, rares, and reduced flash charge. I'll show you what this looks like. Our skill gem is level 19. Eventually we want to go for like a 2120, and we want to start getting like 5 link and stuff like that. But as of right now, my experience with the character has been, I think, very, in my opinion, very satisfactory in terms of like general feel and whatnot. Now this map is actually like a horrible map for shield charge, so I can't really give you guys a good example of like what I appreciate about this character, because it's really hard to shield charge in a map like this, because everything is just like how do I put it, everything is just all, it's like all pinch pointy and stuff. It's hard to like shield charge around in this sort of environment. I think we're just gonna go ahead and take the raw currency. Immortal Flush might be worth something. I could maybe check the value of Immortal Flush with a 300 regen roll. You know what? People play RF. We'll take the Immortal Flush. Maybe it'll have some sell value. These dudes are actually really dangerous, especially when you have like some gain, damages extra, and vulnerability, which is what we have. But right now the character is just so, I want to say, overtuned that it doesn't really matter. I haven't played Poison Concoction before, and I have to say Poison Concoction and bouncing is just, it's pretty ridiculously like free scaling. I feel like you could be pretty potato in how you build it and still get away with it, because it doesn't really it's got like a bunch of shotgunning hits auto included in it, and on top of that it also has like gem level scaling. You don't have to worry about your gear as much. Like, this has been a super chill league start. So yeah, that's what it looks like doing a corrupted T16. Honestly, I couldn't be happier with this result. The Exarch and Eater were both super smooth. I tried to look it up on my YouTube VOD, but the YouTube VOD cuts off after 12 hours. So it shows the VOD like almost up to the Exarch and Eater fight. We cleared both of those fights in sub 2 minutes. It was actually very smooth, but it doesn't seem to be included on the YouTube VOD, which is a little bit annoying. So note to self, I might make sure I don't stream for 12 hours straight on YouTube, because it cuts off the VOD. I might need to like stop and restart a new stream for YouTube so it actually captures the whole progression, because I feel bad having that being cut off. So yeah, anyways, that is the progress of the Elementalist Poison Concoction balancing. Honestly, this has gone fantastically. I'm super happy with how this is going so far, and we got a lot of pretty easy to go to upgrades that are really going to ramp our damage today. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this update. As always, thanks for watching, Exiles. Take care and peace out. Good luck on your league starts.